Hey, what is going on, tribe? It's Red again, just hitting you guys up with another video. If you're new to my channel, welcome. So excuse me if you can't hear me properly, because I ain't got my headset and I'm just out and about, and I just needed to record a video because stuff keeps coming to me. I don't know, my channeling abilities are coming more online. It's like I was messaging my friend on Instagram, and then I started getting these weird messages like telling her that she's come a long way on her journey and to be proud of herself and not to be too hard on herself. And it weren't even from me, this was from someone else. So I had to message her and I was like, have you got someone on the other side who's like passed away or whatever? And she was like, yeah. And then I told her like the message or whatever, and she was like, oh yeah, it really resonated, and it's made her really emotional and stuff. But she said, it's made her emotional in a good way. So I was like, all right, cool. Because obviously if you're a channel and a guide, you're not meant to give out information if the people can't handle it, right? So if you're listening to tarot readers and they're giving you negative information, yeah, they're not doing their job properly. Yeah, they're meant to be helping you and guiding you and giving you encouragement, not giving you the negative side of things, yeah? Because it's just natural for humans to home in on the negative instead of the positive. Like you could do 100 positive things and you could do one negative thing, and people will always remember that one negative thing you do. So keep that in mind. And another thing that's been on my mind as well is this is like a lesson for me and a few other people that I've been speaking to, is accepting and surrendering the path that we're on. Because being spiritual, we're on a very different path to other people, yeah? So you may have friends and family members who are not conscious, yeah? And their reality is going to be totally different to our reality. And what I'm finding is I'm finding it very hard not communicating, but it's like we're no longer resonating, if that makes sense. So obviously you can't eliminate certain people, which is cool, but it's about minimizing the time. You don't have to cut people off, because that's what I used to do, but it's just about minimizing the time, because they're on a different path to us and they're on a different vibration to us. So when people are on a different vibration, you can speak to people and they won't understand, and sometimes you can speak to people and they won't even hear you and they won't even understand what you're saying. It's because you're on a different vibration to them. But you're being called to not lower your vibration to go down to their level. You're being guided to keep your vibration high. And if people can't match that, then not to cut people off, but if they can't match that, then that's on them basically. And that means they're in a way not doing the inner work and kind of resisting, should we say. So yeah, I'm finding it very hard to resonating with certain people, because I've got a lot of people over the last week. I've had, oh my god, I've been getting DMs on Instagram. I've been having mad phone calls and messages. Like people are just literally going through it, innit, like struggling, like it's hard times for people out here. But these times where I'm at, I'm good, you know, and I'm like on the outside observing in, so I can give people advice on where they're currently at. It's like, I don't know, another one of my abilities I've turned online is like I can read people's energy better, and I can see their blockages, I can feel their blockages, I can see their blockages, and I can give them advice on it. And it's not even my advice, some of it's my advice, but most of it is like channeled advice, like from their guides and my guides, yeah, which is very interesting. But like a lot of people, so many people are just literally going through it at the moment. So I've been having a lot of people asking me for readings. If any of you guys are interested in readings as well, I charge £25 for a reading, and the reading is around an hour long, depending what messages are coming out, just for those people that are interested. But yeah, I've been having so many people DM me on Instagram and messaging me, yeah, because people are just lost at the moment. And for the people that are resisting the change and resisting the healing, it's going to get more and more uncomfortable, and the vices that you used to use are no longer going to work. So if you used to drink a lot or smoke a lot to try to suppress what you're going through and suppress your feelings and emotions, that's not going to work no more. And there's going to become a time where you're just going to be with your emotions. And like I was saying before, we're going to see a lot more crazy stuff. So you're going to see a lot more people going mad. You're going to see a lot more people checking out, and you're going to see a lot more people like killing people or killing each other and stuff. It's because the vibration's changing, and if you're not changing with it, yeah, you're just going to be feeling it, innit? So yeah, I'm finding it very, not challenging, but yeah, it is actually challenging. Because there's certain people that I can see, and they're kind of stuck, and yeah, you can try to give them advice, but that's their journey. Their journey is different to my journey and different to your journey. So if you've got people that are not conscious, should we say, my friend actually did say we actually just have to hold space for them and be compassionate with them. But yeah, I'm not good with patience. So also another lesson there is patience. So it's teaching me patience, which is cool. But it's very frustrating, and there isn't time. Time is actually speeding up. So this is why I find it very frustrating, is because I know time is speeding up, and things are unfolding at a very fast rate. Yeah. So the more you're resisting, the more uncomfortable it's going to be. So it's very important to be doing the inner work right now. The most important one is that the most important information I can give you right now is to breathe properly. Take deep breaths into your stomach, because the vessel is needing more prana. It's needing more life force energy, and your breath is your life force energy. And most people are depriving themselves of breath. Like, society will have you running around all anxious, breathing all shallow through your chest, but your whole lung capacity comes down to here. Your lungs spread all the way, that like the end of your lungs comes down to here, and people are not using their whole capacity, and they're depriving themselves of life in a way. So it's very important to breathe, and if you can, meditate as well, and also make sure to be going out and grounding, and to just getting more in touch with nature, because people think electro radiation, EMF, is not a real thing, and it's frying people, yeah, because we are electromagnetic beings, yeah. We have our own energy field, and the frequency of the earth's changing, and the frequency from Bluetooth, Wi-Fi, infrared, the TV, the blue light from the TV is having an effect on you, and the blue light in the phone is having an effect on you. So your body's storing all this excess energy, and it's not, you need to get rid of it. And the only way to get rid of it is by going outside and grounding, standing on Mother Earth, on grass, sand, mud, anything that's Mother Earth. She will help to neutralize and stabilize your energy field, and she will absorb the excess energy that your body is holding. Because and this is why they made rubber shoes, to keep you disconnected from Mother Earth, so you're not in touch with Mother Earth, you know. So people are walking around, some people have been walking around for years and haven't stepped foot on Mother Earth, so they are totally disconnected and not grounded, and they're storing all this energy, and it's not going anywhere. They're holding this energy. And if you're being up in your head a lot, like having a lot of negative thoughts and finding it hard to concentrate, getting depressed, having a lot of brain fog, that's because you've got too much activity and too much energy in your head, your third eye and your crown, and you need to ground it in to your root and out of your feet. People think, oh, it's about raising your vibration, and yeah, raising your vibration. Yes, it is about raising your vibration, eliminating things that no longer serve you, but it is about actually the ascension and evolution is about grounding in the new energies from the planet and from the stars and the sun. Yeah. So a lot of people don't understand this. So people think, oh yeah, you got to raise your vibration, you've got to stay positive all the time and all this. No. If you're hearing spiritual people saying, oh, it's all about peace, love and light, and to basically not talk about the negative side of it, they're not real healers, because real healers will talk about the positive and negative sides of healing. Yeah, because it's about balance. As within, so without, as above, so below, you know, and it's true facts. So what you're feeling internally is going to be projected externally. Yeah. So yeah, I don't know. Like, it's interesting. I don't know how to assist the people that are not conscious, because yeah, like I was saying before, you can talk to them, but sometimes they won't hear you or even understand you. So yeah, it can be very frustrating. And as healers, we naturally want to save people. Like, I was speaking to my friend the other day, and she said her friend was going through it, and she was basically having to support her for like 18 hours, and she needed to come to me to have a Reiki session to recharge, and she gave me a Reiki session to recharge me as well. And I was like, yeah, you can try to be supportive of your friend, but you need to put your needs first, like your mental, spiritual, emotional and physical health first. And that's what we're all being guided to do. You're being guided to put yourself first, make sure your cup is filled, and then you can share the overflow. Because the time of walking around as a wounded healer trying to help others without even helping yourself is over. And you're going to start seeing people that ain't processing their stuff and suppressing, yeah, you're going to start seeing people acting a lot more strange. Like, there's going to be a lot more people walking around angry and they don't know why. People are going to start resenting other people for being open to receive. Like, as as a spiritual person, and as a lot of spiritual people that I know, I get everything that I need. Everything that I need comes to me with ease. If things ain't coming to you with ease, it means you're on the wrong path, or you're so disconnected from yourself that the universe is trying to give you signs, like throwing obstacles at you, and you're literally each obstacle is actually hitting you, and they are becoming more resentful and thinking things don't work in their favor. But that's because they're on the wrong path, and the universe is trying to give you signs that you're on the wrong path, or you're so disconnected from yourself that you need to retune in. And when you've been through a lot of trauma and a lot of bad life experiences, you can tend to shut yourself off and disconnect from yourself. But that is so damaging. Like, just functioning, just walking around holding on to a lot of baggage. So as I keep saying, feeling is healing. Yeah. And it's so important to talk about your experience with somebody, or if you can't talk about it with somebody, you need to write it down, what you're going through, because you need to get it out of your system. You need to share it. You need to express it somehow, because if you're not talking about it, you're not expressing it, you're holding it, and that is very heavy. Yeah. And that holding on to that is very heavy, let alone dealing with the external stuff that's going on in the world. And yeah, just them two things is going to be so heavy, and yeah, it's going to start breaking people down, and people are going to start getting so miserable and depressed, suicidal and stuff, because yeah, the weight is beginning to take its toll, and the weight is becoming a heavy burden. Yeah, so yeah, it's very important to kind of let go of the things that no longer serve you. Like forgiveness and acceptance is key. Every time I do a reading and I talk to people, I'm telling them to go out and ground. Forgiveness and acceptance, they're the main things that will help you during this time. If you're walking around being unforgiving, you're going to be walking around angry, vexed, and you're going to start resenting people and situations, and a bit of jealousy might come in there, like, oh, why do things go well for them lot and I always choose the hard road? Start questioning it, and yeah, to start questioning everything, because the world isn't as what it used to be. The world technically ended in 2020, yeah, so we're in, like, this is overtime. So everything that you're seeing is there to make you wake up and question stuff, you know. And the things that you don't want in your reality, you have to eliminate them. But there also needs to be action. You need to take action. You also need to step outside of your comfort zone. In this lifetime, we're being stretched, like, to grow and evolve, yeah? So that involves stepping outside of your comfort zone. It's all good being in your comfort zone, but nothing grows there. And if the energy is stagnant, it's technically dying, yeah? Because nothing can grow and evolve without change. Some of this is channeled and some of this is, I don't know, it's going a bit mad, but we just go with it, innit? But yeah, it's very interesting, man. But yeah, if for them people out there that's not conscious, but yeah, I don't know, man, because their reality is just getting harder and harder and harder. And I'm seeing it from the outside perspective, because I was talking to someone about that, and they said the exact same thing to me. They're saying that they're beginning to not be able to tolerate certain people and certain things. And I was like, that's because you're vibrating at a higher level than them, and they're vibrating at a low level, and it's actually dragging down your energy. So sometimes you can't cut people off, or you might not want to cut people off. That's totally fine, but you just need to minimalize the time and energy that you're giving to them. If they're open to change and open to listening, give them advice and try help them and guide them on their journey as best as you can. But for the most part, most of the people that are unconscious won't want to hear you, or won't listen, or they won't even understand what you're saying. So yeah, it's going to be challenging times. It's challenging times for everyone, but for the unconscious people, it's going to be more challenging, because everything that's going on, when it all comes to light, it's going to be very painful. And when they find out that the world that they live in isn't the real world, that's also going to be very shocking. And also, some people don't want to be independent and think for themselves. Some people want to be governed, yeah, and that's their path. But where we're going as a collective and as a species, we're actually going we're becoming, and we're being guided to stand in our power, and to not look outside of ourselves for governance, and to look outside of ourselves for anything. Everything that we need is within. If you've got questions and answers, go within and you will receive them. But it's about listening and taking action on the guidance. And if you're not sure about something, ask a friend, ask your spiritual friend, yeah, certain questions, and they will help you. Because the spiritual people, we are the way showers at this time. We are here to guide and help others, yeah? So if you've got any questions, or even questions about, about a crystal or something, ask your spiritual friend. You have that one weird friend who's into the spiritual shit, if you're struggling and feeling a certain way on your journey, ask your spiritual friend questions, and they are there to guide you and help you at this time. But yeah, that's all the information I've got right now anyway. But yeah, I'm gonna hit you guys up real soon, because the energy is just mad right now, man. Like literally I've stayed up for another 24 hours, man. So I've like over this last few days, I've been up for like a few days, man. I don't know, it feels like some manic episode or something. Like, I don't know, I just got a lot of energy in it, but it will burn out soon, and then when that burns out, I'll get time to rest. But I'm channeling the energy correctly, so I've been quite active and creative and productive, which is cool. So yeah, wherever you're at on your journey, just be compassionate with yourself, and don't be too hard on yourself, because this is a rough ride. Yeah, if you're doing the inner work, it's painful, man. It's painful, but it's worth it. It's worth it, man. You don't need to hold the baggage and all that heavy stuff anymore. That time is over. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna hit you up real soon anyway. Peace, love, and nurture.